Hi, Adam Jackson here, Wellness and Fitness Guy. I'm going to go over the Incident Command Fitness Program. Now, we rolled this out last year as a kind of a template or a model on firefighter fitness. We wanted to give you a guideline on some things to do to make sure you're fit for the job. What I'm going to do now is just give you a brief overview of the program if you either missed the class last year or you just forgot what we said and you want some refreshment. So the program is built on a 3-shift concept, right? We work a set of 3 shifts, so that's what we figured out we're going to put the program developed after. We talked to different industry experts, both in the physical fitness industry, the physical therapy industry, people that train Olympic athletes, and we got their insight and advice on how to come up with the program and how to lay the program out. It starts off with the first shift of the set. What we want you to do is your FMS, your functional movement correctives, and your warm-up, which we've given everybody, and we can certainly give them to you again if you don't have them. And then right here it talks about what specifically the training session is focusing on for that day. The first shift we're going to talk about explosiveness, agility, and some aerobic capacity. And then here are the directions on what we want you to do. First it's going to be select the appropriate alarm, meaning the difficulty of the exercise. Then you're going to perform it as a circuit, meaning you'll do one after the next. Third, you're going to complete the day, if you want, with a little bit of additional aerobic exercise. So for the first shift of the set, you can see we've lined it out with an explosive movement, an agility movement, explosive, agility, and explosive. Now, the reason we put these movements in here is a lot of what we do as firefighters involve explosive movements. Forcing a door, for example, very explosive movement. Putting a ladder up, pulling someone, pulling hose line. A lot of that is very explosive, quick, dynamic movements. And we need to have that ability. Agility, same thing for that. Oftentimes we're dealing with uneven surfaces, we're dealing with dark conditions, and whether it's stepping off the rig or going down over the hillside on an MBA, we're on uneven ground at night. Many firefighters are hurt by uneven surfaces in dark environments. So having that agility is going to allow you to decrease your chance of hurting your knees, your ankles, or your hips, which are things we continuously hurt. So what we would do here is we'd say, okay, I'm going to pick an explosive exercise. These exercises come with all the boards at each station. So, for example, you want to pick the slam ball, right? The alarm is a first alarm, meaning it's not that difficult of an exercise. There are alarms 1, 2, and 3. A third alarm exercise means it's a more difficult exercise. A first alarm is it's an easier exercise. And within the exercise, we give you options. Medicine ball, kneeling, standing, either different things you can use to perform it or different ways to perform it. So you fill in slam ball right here under the explosive chart. Then we look at the agility. Again, color-coded, right? Orange and orange. Now, agility, you can do ladder drills, which we have here, or cone drills. And again, you can make a tape ladder at the station out of duct tape. For cone drills, you can use some of the smaller weights, like a 2-pound weight or a 5-pound weight, and line out a quick cone course. So I'd pick whatever one I want to do today, say 2 in a hole. I'd go back to my explosive movement. Well, I did slam ball, I'd like to do wall balls, right? So I'd put my wall balls in there. Again, agility, picking something either from the ladder drills or the cone drills. Maybe you want to do the T drill. And then I pick one more explosive movement. Kettlebell swing, I like those, right? So you line it out, and again, you go right back to here. Reps, 3 to 8 reps, okay? So we'd write that in. Let's do 8 reps. Or you can pick time. How much rest do we want to pick? Well, I'd pick 20 seconds, so I just write that in here, 20 seconds. And rounds, I'll pick 5 rounds. So again, we go through completing our exercises as a circuit, resting between each exercise, 20 seconds. After we've completed all our rounds of our explosive movements and our agility movements, we can finish it off with a little bit of low to moderate intensity aerobic exercises. 10 to 30 minutes, and this is whatever exercise you want to do. Running, Stairmaster, the rower, we don't care. It's just some aerobic capacity. So that's the first shift of the day. Excuse me, the first shift of the set. The second shift is focused on strength, endurance, right? We need to be strong, but we need to have endurance based on that strength. These are for the long duration calls, longer fires, longer MBAs, where you're going to be there for quite a while. Same thing, we start off with our correctives and our warm-up. The rules for this one is we're going to pick different exercises, right? And what we did is we looked at movement patterns. And the way the body moves is we hinge things, meaning we open our hips up, we push stuff, we squat to do things, we pull things as firefighters, and we carry things. So all the exercises are broken down into movement patterns. So we do the same thing. We go back to our handy-dandy guide, and we start looking through it, and we pick exercises that qualify for that category, right? A hinge exercise. I put that on there. And again, we encourage you to pick exercises that you're familiar with, and maybe pick one exercise out of the whole workout that you want to be something new. You can scan the QR codes, and every one of these exercises has a video explaining what that exercise entails, how you should do it, things you should not do. But don't pick a bunch of exercises that are all new to you, because that'll just frustrate you and take you all day long. So, you fill out each exercise based on which one you like. You go back and fill in your reps, right? Again, 10 to 30 reps, so we can use that or time. How much rest is at the end of the round? How many rounds we're going to do? And it tells you right here. Select the appropriate alarm, which we talked about, based on difficulty. You do each exercise, performing as a circuit, again, meaning you do all of them, then you rest at the end of the round. If you want to at the end, you can do some aerobics again. If you don't, if you're smoked and tired, then skip the aerobic capacity. The last shift of the set, the third shift, we're talking pure strength, right? This is just building muscle mass. So it comes back to the same movement patterns, but we've paired them together a little bit differently. So we want you to do a squat followed by a pull, right? It's called a superset. Then we want you to rest. Then once you've done all of your reps, so if I did squat pull, squat pull, squat pull, now I'm done with that. I'm going to move over here to my hinge push. Again, picking exercises off of the sheet, color coordinated with the movement pattern. So I do my hinge push, hinge push, hinge push again. That would be my 3 sets. Maybe I picked 8 reps to do, and I'm resting between each superset, 30 to 90 seconds. Again, you just fill these out. Once you've completed those, you come over and you do your carry core. Similar to this right up here, right? Carry things. So we want you to pick up a kettlebell. We want you to pick up a sandbag. We want you to do some core work, like some bridge work or some ladder works. It's just to engage your torso, essentially. That's what your core is, right? So 3 shifts of working out. A lot of different variety to keep it, 1, fresh, so you don't get burned out. 2, we're working lots of systems of the body, all the different things that firefighters do, right? Strength, strength endurance, explosive movement, agility movement. We're tacking on some aerobic exercise as well. And then we have down here 4th shift. This could be you're working a trade, you're working overtime, you just don't feel like doing one of these, so you pick something down here. And we have lots of options for you, right? A complex, 21-15-9, Tabata, as many rounds as possible. A lot of different options to build your workout. You can build it down here in this space down here. So if any of this is confusing to you, feel free to talk to any of the Pure Fitness trainers, and we can give you some background, again, give you a little more specificity on the workouts. What we'll do also, we can ship you a pre-done one. We can take one of these, we can fill it out as a Word doc, and just email it to you so you can have some that are pre-done, you can get a little more comfortable with the system, and after you've done it for about a month, you're going to get it down where you can build these quickly, and it's no problem. But we really want you to try to give a fair shot and put some effort into